Welcome to SOURCEBMX. I'm here with Flatland extraordinaire, Kevin Nikulski. He's a Flatlander, but this looks like a street vessel to me. Kevin, you're a Flatlander. Why does this look like it's built for street riding?
Actually, I also ride street a little bit. I love to jib around and to combine like Flatland tech riding with like street jibbing a little bit. There's not even one Flatland part in it, but yeah, it's like for my kind of Flatland style, it's perfect to me. So yeah, it's working out.
So the Fiend Reynolds frame seems to accommodate both your Flatland and street riding needs. Tell me what it is you like specifically about the Fiend Reynolds frame.
Actually, I like that the back end is kind of short. I think it's like 13 slammed, which is like perfect for me because as a Flatland rider I don't need a bigger back end, so it's like perfect for me. Also like the look of the frame. I love a solid looking bike.
You're running the Animal Street Fork. It's got a 15mm offset, which is pretty typical for a Flatland rider. Tell us a little bit about the fork. What is it you like about it?
So I have 15mm offset, which is nice for Flatland, not too much. And for Flatland it's very important that I have a solid stand on the pack. It's flatted, so my stand of the foot is like very solid and I'm not gonna move over the pack.
So the tapered forks on the Animal Street Forks keep you from jamming your foot in the spokes when you're doing tech Flatland moves.
Exactly.
Kevin, you've got the Cult Crew 9-inch rise handlebars. What is it you like about those? Any custom modifications?
So I used to cut my bar a little bit because I don't know, like I'm not a tall boy, not a tall guy, so I don't use the whole bar. 13 degrees of back sweep. I just had some pain in my wrist and I just changed the bar for like a little bit less back sweep and a little bit up sweep. So it was working for my wrist a little bit better.
We've got the Odyssey Knox sprocket on this thing. It's a 28 tooth. You've got a 28.9 going. Kind of a big gear for a Flatlander. What's up with that?
It is, but this lady is my go-through for traveling from A to B in the city or something. So I like to go for some distance also with the BMX bike. So this is perfect for me.
So does the bigger gear ever cause you any problems when you're trying Flatland tricks or anything?
Actually, sometimes like for Flatland competitions, you have a small practice area or a small area. Sometimes it's hard to get some speed, you know, because you have to put a lot of weight to get like a little bit of speed. But it's working out, so I used to ride a lot outside for sure. So for my spots, I used to ride Flatland with. It's perfect.
You've got the Animal Akimbo cranks on this thing, 170mm.
Before this crank, I was riding the 165, but it was a little bit too small for me because for some Flatland tricks I need to get my balance point a little bit more away from the center. So nerd shit, Flatland nerd shit. But it's a heavy crank, a little bit handicapped with this for some Flatland competitions for sure, but it's working out.
So you're running the E-Claw Creature tires on this thing. What's up with those? I assume they're smooth and fast. Also, your tire pressure is really hard.
For Flatland, I used to ride a lot of tire pressure, so I'm not gonna lose speed and energy in my combos. So it's very important to have a lot of pressure. I love those tires because they have a profile, but they're kind of slick and super round. So for Flatland, I need a very well-rounded tire to like doing my G-turns. They're super grippy on every surface. They have a lot of grip. Shout out to Felix Prangenberg. This is an amazing product.
He's German, right? He's German.
Yes.
You're German too.
I am.
Das ist wunderschön. Brock Rayford grips, the Brock Rayford stem. Are you a Brock Rayford fan, I assume?
For sure, I love his riding, yes. I like those grips because they are a little bit longer than the normal Audi grips.
I think this is kind of interesting. So you have the Cult Crew bars and you've cut them down a little bit and then you have longer grips. So you really like holding on the inside of the bar, I think.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a longer grip to like have it like super close to this bend radius of the bar.
So Kevin, what is it you like about the Odyssey par ends?
Actually, I like the noise when my bike is falling down to have it like smooth and clean. I don't like this like crazy metal noises when my bike is falling down, so I use like plastic bar ends, plastic pegs, plastic pedals.
So Kevin, you're running the E-Claw Venom pegs. What size? What do you like about them?
It's 4.5 inch. It's inch, right? So I like those plastic pegs because they have a little cone in here. So when you put pressure on the pack is not moving, or the sleeve is not moving. Once you do like in this like upside down combinations or something, like back wheel stuff, you don't want to let your pack move, you know?
Feels like a motorcycle.
It felt. So this thing not, you know, it's
Other than Flatlanders, you don't have to worry about having throttle grip on your pegs. That's normally just like if you get water under your grip, you have throttle grip, but that's why these pegs are good. They don't spin. All right, that's Kevin Nikulski. Check out the bike builder on SOURCEBMX.com. You can see exactly what Kevin's riding. You can get the specs, you can get the pricing and the availability. SOURCEBMX.com.